What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another episode on my video on my channel. Today we are going to be rebuilding a 2021 Lamborghini Murcielago LP670-4. I don't know how well it's going to turn out or not, but let's hope it turns out really well. Not that I can recall, I don't think I've built one of these, but if I haven't, then y'all are going to be the first to see me rebuilding one, so that's going to be interesting. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment, and leave a comment on which car y'all would like to see get rebuilt next, and I will try my best to find it in the junkyard, the barn, or the car auctions. That's where I found this, was the car auction. And yeah, let's get right into the video, you guys. First, we gotta start by taking the whole thing apart. I hope this looks really nice, all rebuilt up. But we will see. After I get it all taken apart, we'll slap it over there into the wash bay and get it washed and cleaned up. And once we get it washed and cleaned up, then we'll start working on the rebuild of it. That's actually a really nice color. I love the orange color. Nope, no, I don't need that. Let's move it to the first car lifter. Get the welder over here to it, because if you look here, you see all these scratches and stuff like that. That welder will actually get rid of everything. So I think that's pretty neat. So use the welder. Now if you get close to it, you don't see those scratches anymore. So using the welder on this car does really good on it. Let's start by taking off the tires so we can lift it up in the air and get all the suspension unbolted and the oil pan drained and all that. I didn't realize it already had a full built motor in it, but I'm going to still pull it out and rebuild it myself. So that way I know every part of that motor is working. Well, my bad. ABS pump. Oh, okay. Yeah, this thing still has oil fluids in it from the junkyard. If I knew that, I wouldn't have honestly bought it, because I like to be able to have like just the block of the motor and the transmission connected, and just get to tear it down to the bare frame and then rebuild it all the way back up. So if I knew that, then I wouldn't have bought it and started a rebuild on it. Well, you know, I don't think I'll rebuild that motor. I think I'll rebuild the suspension and everything, pull the motor out of it, and put it on the engine stand in the back room over there. And I'll twist it around, take parts off of it, make sure it's okay, and make sure every part's nice and neat and everything else, and make sure every part's working to it. And if everything's good, then I might just put it back in the car. But we'll see when the time comes. Because I told y'all the last episode I did on Car Mechanic Simulator that I hated rebuilding V12s. And that's exactly what this car is. So let's just hope everything's good with that motor. I know you guys probably like seeing the rebuild of the motors, but I personally don't like doing them. Like, I don't mind doing like little V6 motors, V8 motors, stuff like that, but accessible from the engine bay, these two radiators are. Okay. Like, I don't mind to build any other motor but V12s. That's the only one I do not like. So before I even pull that motor out, I might just rebuild the whole suspension back, and then whenever I get that all finished up, then end up pulling the motor after I get all that rebuilt. And put the body panels all back together and everything else. So that's going to be pretty interesting. So that's all taken care of. Got to pull out the starter, rusty bolt. 4 bolts to hold a Lamborghini transmission in, or a Lamborghini's transmission in. Okay, now that's all taken apart. Well, no, I said I was gonna probably rebuild all the suspension before I did this, but I already got it lowered down, and it's only gonna take a minute or two to check to see if that motor's good or not. Drain the oil. And if y'all aren't familiar with this game, because I know it took me a while to learn it again after I haven't played it in like 8 months or so. I had to relearn where everything was. So if you go from these two little areas, these little, well, not little, but big car lifts, it's like right here in the center of the building. If y'all are new to this game. I think this engine runs, actually. But I got another one of these cars that I'm going to make myself. So, I think I bought this one just to make you guys a video on it and see the rebuild of it. Okay, let's see how this thing is. It don't look like it needs anything. All the coil packs are there, the fuel rail. I mean, things are a little bit rusted here and there, but what's a little rust going to hurt? Take engine off a stand. I know this is basically wasting time right here, pulling the motor out and then putting it right back in, but I know it runs fine, so there's no oil in the engine. Oil cap is back here. Oil fill plug. Let's fill this thing up with oil. Start it up and see if it starts and runs, and if it purrs like a kitten. And if it does, then I know the engine's fine. Can't do anything right now. I unhooked the transmission, and the transmission has the starter on it. So we're just going to go ahead and get right back into building the transmission and everything else. If I'm not mistaken, I'm looking at all the percentage on how much life was left in these parts. And I mean, they're pretty nice. mean, they had quite a bit of life left still in them, so I don't think I needed to rebuild this car, but Lamborghini, so that's pretty cool. That's the way I look at it. I mean, it's a Lamborghini. They look freaking mint whenever they get everything rebuilt on them. I wish I could see like a Murcielago like this in person. It shouldn't take too long to get this whole thing rebuilt. I'm also texting while making this video. Texting my woman. I know that's probably not very professional, but that's my woman after all, so. I know I just bought multiple of the same part, but that was for it to go up front. The front brakes too. That way I didn't have to go back into the shop and buy everything for that. That tire is ready to be put on. I just hope no, sir. Rear drive axle B. Oh, I had one of those. I had another one in there I needed to buy, but I guess I skipped over it. This car's gonna look slick after it's everything's said and done. Both fuel tanks. Fuel, type in fuel at the top there to get a fuel pump. Crackpot. I think I sold. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I was about to say I think I sold all the front tires off this car, so I can't get the fitment specs off of it, unfortunately. But I have them still. Tie. Inner tie rod, need 2 of those. Outer tie rod, need 2 of those. And then did I not get the front ones? I guess I didn't grab the front ones on the parts list there. But I got them now, so that's what counts. Front sway bar, brand new. Steering rack. Inner tie rod. Outer tie rod. I don't know. Me personally, I just enjoy just seeing cars come from the junkyard like that, were all crap, to come in here and me being able to restore them like this, rebuild the suspension, all the brand new parts and everything else. I just find that very satisfying personally to me. Front wheel hub. Need 2s of them. And then double wishbone shock absorber. Need 2 of them. And then the springs I can get, because I know which ones they are. 2 of these and 2 of these. Before I put those on there, let's get the spring puller. Pull the springs to the right dimensions it needs. And then let's go back to the front here, put more parts on. Front wheel hub. No worries. 2 wheel hub bearings for both the front wheels. I just hope I can get the fitment right on the back 2 tires. That's what I always have trouble with. Whenever I don't know the fitment on it, I always have trouble getting it right. So let's hope I can get it first try this time. I mean, I have the fitment of the front, one of the front tires, I think, but only one of them. So let's hope that the fitment for the front tire is the same fitment for the rear. Okay, let's go to inventory, find the tire. I'm sure it'll be here. Oh, there, it's 0. Fun fact. But the tires are very, very, very wide. Tablet. Let's go to the tire shop. We're gonna do just the regular race tire, because I don't know what color I'm gonna put the car as yet. So we need 245 for the width and then 30 for the profile. So there's that. 2. I did the 19, so I need 20. 335. And then 30s. Excuse me. Had to sneeze real quick, as you guys heard. I already know what kind of rims I'm looking for, because I got this car last night while just talking to my brother. And I was texting him a picture of it and saying that this was going to be the next build, because I already knew what it was going to be. And he was like, yeah, I'd like to see that. And I'm like, alright, cool. And I was just thinking of the rim setup I was going to do and everything else while talking to him. So That kind of helped out a lot. These are some chunky rear tires here. I hope they fit the car right. It's what I have written down in front of me, these size tires. But I hope, like I keep saying, I know I sound like a broken record, but let's hope that the fitment is right. When I go to put the tires on, y'all are going to see one oddball tire that's sitting in my inventory, just sitting there. That's because I was trying to check the fitment before I slapped some tires on here. This is just about my go-to rim on any car right here, because I just like the slick look of it. Now let's lower her down. Make sure the fitment's okay. Oh yeah, that fitment back there matches up with the car there. Body panels, so yeah, okay, so the fitment does line up. That's perfect. Now we need to go in from the top here. Add accessible from the engine bay. I guess it's wanting me to access it from up here, I guess. Accessible from the engine bay. What? I was in the engine bay. Now back here it's not even showing me the radiators. So what? What? No, probably because I need to do that first. There we go. Two new radiators. I know I still have the ones up in the front. And then I need the ABS module, the whole caboodle, and ECU type A. Mark that so I know I don't forget it. So let's go into electronics, ABS module, the full assembly, ECU type A. Yes, sir. Ah, one thing I did forget: a battery. How can I not? How could I forget something that's on the first page that a car needs to run? Beyond me. Now, where's the fuse box? That's something else I'm gonna need. I don't know where this darn old fuse box is. Oh, it's up there. Fuse box, base A, cover A. That way I can mark all the fuses that I'm needing so I can slap those in there. Relay type C, 5 of those. One of those. Relay type A, I need 2 of those. Medium fuse type C, type B, 3 of those, and then fuse type A, I need 3 of those as well. And that way I can go ahead and slap these fuses right on in the car. And almost have the body almost put together. Okay, so I need that large intercooler. That's gonna have to be after I get the car lifted back up. so get a bigger view on everything. I need the brake, servo, reservoir, coolant reservoir. Is that everything? Because I know I got the starter already put on it. It's down there. I think that's everything I need for the reservoirs. I should just start buying bulk of these reservoirs, because I know every car that I rebuild is going to need one on it. So I don't know why I don't just go ahead and buy them in bulk. Probably because of the fact that whenever I start going through my inventory, I'll end up selling everything. That's probably what it is. Okay, so we can lift this car back up. Get the front intercooler in there. The large front intercooler has at that. So we'll make that one tune up intercooler. Awesome. Now we can lower it back down all the way to the ground. That interior looks kind of dirty, so we're going to move it back to the car wash. Get the interior detailed. Yeah, now that I did that, it's looking nice now. And while I'm here, because I'm sure interior shop, 2 of those seats, and the steering wheel. Yeah, see, now it matches up nicely. And then before we start putting the body of it back together, let's go ahead and fill up these reservoirs. And then hopefully, without any issues, we'll be able to start the car right up and hear it running. Even get a few little baby revs in it. I give all the props to the people that can be Lamborghini mechanics and stuff like that, because this is a lot to know about a car. Like, you got to know literally everything, where everything's at, and you have to do that with really any car, really, but smaller cars aren't as bad because they're in the front of the car. This car has a engine behind you, basically, so you got to take, in real life, I'm sure you'd have to take the whole back end off somehow, and everything else somehow, like I said. Haha, she's alive. Took her a second to get started up and running, but she's alive. Now I'm gonna guess it's in add-ons. Oh. I don't remember getting all of this, but cool. I guess. I think I'll stay with the color that it came with, just because, I mean, I love that orange. For sure gotta tint these windows as dark as they'll go. I got another Murcielago that I'm probably going to build. For myself. And if you guys remember, in a Batman movie, I don't know which one it was, but I think he pulled up in a Murcielago, so I'm probably going to do it with a matte black. And paint everything like yellow. Just make it look like that car from there. Just recreate it. That would be pretty slick. I like that. I got a windshield. Whoops. Nope, don't need that. Got it. And then trunk window, spoiler remove. And that's it for the car, really. Flip that up, put it back down, send it to the paint booth, paint shop. Let's get it repainted. See what kind of wraps I can put on it. And ew, I don't like that factory color. Nice. This is all just basically Liberty Walk stuff here. Ooh, I like that metallic. I'm gonna go with that metallic color. Get out of the paint booth. Let's move this to the test path. Get the wheels aligned for sure. And then let's, of course, gotta do the final. Let's test the top speed of it. I mean, it's pretty quick. Redlining at 8,000, 9,000 RPMs. I should have gotten slick tires because it's wanting to get squirrely on me here. Yeah, if you look at that like that, I'm just leaving all kinds of black marks all over. And yeah, you guys, that's it for the video. I mean, let me get back to the garage and I'll show you guys the Murcielago that I'll be building. I knew I was going to do that Ferrari, but then I was like, I think I already have one of those in the parking garage somewhere. So I decided not to do another one. And then I was looking at a, what is it, a Carrera GT. And then I was like, I've already done one of those in tribute to Paul Walker.
and then I decided to go with this Lamborghini LP670. And yeah, that's the video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, hit that like button, subscribe, comment what kind of car you want to see me rebuild next, and your favorite part of the video, and I will see you guys on the next video. See you.